Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy, back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Studio Series 64 Bumblebee movie, Deluxe Class, Cliffjumper. Jump, jump. He is a Bumblebee movie Cybertronian vehicle, shall we say. Looks like he's got a little cannon in the front. The world's wackest rims. Like no painting of any kind, just some molding. So it would have been nice to see some black paint in here, in these air ducts, if you will. It would have been nice to see something back here too, but it's all just molding. So it looks like an unfinished vehicle to me. There should be some black windows there, in my opinion. So, and yeah, it's a neat looking vehicle, I guess. I don't like a lot of the Cybertronian vehicles. I think they look, well, for lack of a better term, whack. So, yeah, that's that. There is some weapon storage in the vehicle. You can push the blaster up in there if you can ever get it to stay. That took me a hot minute, but I did get it to stay. And that's the vehicle. So we can pretty much get into the transformation right now. So let's do that. First thing you're going to want to do is to untab this whole section. You just want to kind of pull this away from this side first and do that from the other side as well, like that. That's going to release. There's the gun, fell out immediately. Then that's going to release this upper section here, so you can peel that away like that. Welcome back to the Back and Forth channel, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to pull this up on a double hinge to get you some space. That way you can invert this section like that. You just push these two areas down so it'll fold up and tab, hole, boink. Put it in like that and fold this top down like this and just kind of leave that out of the way for now. Next, you want to come down to the front bumper, and you're just going to untab and separate. And then you're going to bring those down on a double hinge as well. So you've got some feet more or less ready to go. Then we can, these two little feet flaps, bring those into the further lowest position, the downest position, make them down with the sickness. And then you want to eventually, I mean, you can do this later at the end of the transformation, but you swing this double hinge back to cover that black section. Some people like to have it up here. You can do that as well if you like. I don't know, I kind of find that it's better like this. So you can squish those down to meet the feet. Meet the feet. Then you come back to the sides of the vehicle. We're going to do these front quarter panels next. You just untab them. I like to make sure these feet are extended actually so that they're out of the way. Now untab that so that you can now flip this whole thing over like that. Then bring this wheel back down to lay in this recess there. Recess, and then just close it together. There's no tabs or anything here, so you just want to get it in. Get it in where you can fit it in. This one as well, same thing. Bring it over, wheel down, into recess, and just kind of close that up. So it looks like that. Okay, next to finish the legs, the doors, Jimi Hendrix. You can untab these. You can see there's a whole Lego my ego. They swing down like this, and there is a hole receptacle and a little tab. They rarely stay tabbed into those, but there you go. Same thing on the other side. Untab the doors, swing-a-ling on down, and more or less that's the legs for now. So we're just going to leave those the way they are at this point. Broken foot. And you've got the legs. Next, you want to, again, you want to move this away so that you can get these pegs away for some clearance here. So what we're going to do is we're going to untab these arms. there are little tabs right there, little black tabs right there, and they go into those little holes right there. Hopefully you can see that. Bring them back so that they're angled like that, which allows you to swing this chest piece down and out of the way, which allows you to flip his head up like so. Yes, like so. Close it down over that double hinge. Now you can fully swing the arms back past those pegs and bring this chest piece, fold it down, right? Oops. Sorry about that. Cat hair. And then lock this. Oh, something's wrong here. Again. This is all I do is wrong. Oh, right. There's these flaps right here. They come out. So you can flap to make a chest. Then this can go back. Then this can go back. Snap that into place. Kind of bring his head down. Some people mention his long neck. He's a fan of the Brontosaurus, but that's the way it is. It just kind of sticks out like that. So there's nothing I can see that changes that. If you swing to the back, excuse me, you can see some holes for these two long pegs right there. So you just push that whole backpack section in so that it's stoidy. And that's pretty much the transformation. Then you just clean everything up as you go. So turn those fists in, turn that fist in, fist, fisty, and you can try to kind of squeeze these legs back together so that they stay as much as they're going to. And oh man, these legs, they're so, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of this bot, of this figure. I've never cared about Cliffjumper. I don't know how this guy got into my collection. I can tell you that it was by accident for she's Louise. I'll bring his feet in like that. And then let's start to kind of get him in a pose so he will stay where he should stay. Nice. And we can put the gun on. Just kidding, I don't care. And stacks on stacks on stacks duty. Let's bring him a little closer so that you can get a better idea of what he looks like there. There he is. Stacks on stacks on stack duty. And size comparison. We'll do this both for the robot and for the alt mode. Blam. Who's that looking at him? Why, it's Toothless. He's so cute. That's Toothless. Size comparison. Everybody, this is the back and forth channel, so let's go forth and back to the alt mode after we take a look at El Roboto, Mr. Roboto. So there's the back, kibbles and bits, whoops. And there is the front. That chest is very Bumblebee reminiscent. There is that long neck. And it seems like that shouldn't be a gap like that. Like he shouldn't be such a long neck, but that's the way it is. So, I mean, from down here, it looks fine. But when you're looking like this, it's like zang. Okay, so let's go back to the way we were. First thing we're going to do is we're going to spin these arms so that these little silver points, these silver rivets are facing forward. There's some silver rivets. And we're going to go to the back, untab that backpack piece just to get some clearance so we can work. And we're going to pull this chest piece forward like we did before, unfold it, get these flaps back in, and push this hood, bring these arms forward. And we're doing that so that we have the recessed area for the head. Recess! And it's got to be all the way back. If it's not all the way back, the canopy will not go down. So it should look like that in its back position. Okay? So, next we're going to bring this back up. And we're going to tab in these arms. So again, there's those black tabs, and they go into those little holes. Excuse me. I'm going to get myself some clearance. Nothing like a good clearance. And let's pop these in too. And just give me a squeeze. I don't like how that arm looks. It should be turned more, in my opinion. So I'm just going to turn that upper portion a little bit more so that it meets a little happier. There we go. I'm a little bit happier with that fitment. Double check. Looks good. Okay, we'll go back to the other side. Backpack again out of the way, or canopy, whatever you want to say. And let's do these doors next. So the doors just swing forward on that hinge to meet his homie piece. And we can actually, let's just do one side. Wheel back onto the quarter panel swung back over. And we'll do that on the other side. So bring that leg down, this door panel up into this section, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then this tire back up here, this quarter panel down, downtown Eddie Brown, and into that portion there, and give that a little squeeze. Next, let's get these flaps back up against the shins, if you will. And then don't worry about this coming apart as you do this. It's all going to get a nice little squeeze at the end. Excuse me. And oops, then let's get these bumper pieces put together. Close them in at the front. And zangatang. So that's looking pretty good at this point. Make sure everything's nice and snug as a bug at a concert. Okay, now it should be just a matter of bringing this canopy forward. So we're gonna unfold this, snap this down. This is pretty snug on most vehicles. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. And once you've got that straightened like this, you can bring the whole, down you go. Bring the whole back piece back. And ooh, look at that. Spoke too soon. Let's go around the world and squeeze this entrevue into place. That's it. I'm happy. And the gun goes somewhere in here, sort of. There he is, stacks on stack duty, and here is a size comparison. Toothless. And toothless. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Back and forth and back on the Back and Forth channel. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for coming back. What am I going to do in the next video? Who knows? Will I have the new audio set up? Doubtful. Posted a video in case anybody cares about Connor McDavid stiffing the Oilers at the skills competition, a little reel, so you might want to check that out. I mean, there's nothing really to see other than McDavid didn't show. So, yeah, thank you. Sub, crush that notification bell so you get told when the next video gets posted. Like, thumbs up, put a thumbs up down. Be cool. Put a thumbs up down. Help a brother out, please. Share it with somebody you hate. And if you haven't been told recently, love ya. Secret guy out.